Psych! They actually didn't blow it. Can you believe it? Oh my god. Oh my god. I still, my heart is still racing after that game. I thought they were gonna blow it. I thought, oh my, I couldn't believe it. I thought that was the most epic blow you could ever have if you're the Winnipeg Jets. Like one of the top tier ones we've seen in the last couple of years, and we've seen some epic blowout, terrible performances and lost leads and whatever you want to call it. But I really thought that this game was going to go down in the history books as one of the most biggest epic fails this team has had in a long time. But it didn't go that way because Josh Morrissey is a Winnipeg Jet, ladies and gentlemen. He's probably going to be a lifer too, so count your stars on that. But what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Recap Reactions for game. What is this going to be? 17, I believe, out of 82 for the Jets 2022-2023 campaign. Back at home. Also, just got to say, before we get into this whole video, the reason I didn't cover the Pittsburgh game, two reasons. Spent the day with family, just didn't really have any time to really record and deal with that. And also, terrible game, nothing to talk about. I didn't want to waste my time talking about a shutout game that was terrible, that had nothing really good to talk about except errors. And there's what's the point of talking about that? You heard enough people talk about that, so I didn't bother covering it. And there's my thoughts on it, but that doesn't matter anymore because let's talk about today. And today was a boring game, an entertaining game, a terrifying game. It was a little bit of everything, I gotta say, because I don't know, that first period to me I thought was extremely boring. I did not like that first period really at all. It wasn't terrible, it wasn't bad, it just was a boring period of hockey. I felt it just didn't have a lot going on in it until with a minute and 50 left in the game, Dubois, or minute 30 I should say in the game, excuse me, Dubois gets a feed from Wheeler on a great play on a turnover, and he scores on the breakaway, and it's 1-0 on the end of a period that was boring, that I didn't really think the Jets would come out with the lead with. You know, I didn't think that was going to be what happened in this game, but it did in that period, and honestly, I was feeling pretty good after that. I thought that, you know, the period had a lot of good stuff in it, a lot of bad stuff in it, but even then the bad stuff wasn't terrible things. It was just stuff you want to improve on in a hockey game after the first 20 minutes, and they did that. The second period starts up, and it's a much better period of hockey, a lot more going on, I think a lot more chances. Carolina woke up a lot more too, even though they weren't able to score a goal until the third period, and in the dying minutes of that third period, I should say, they still woke up a bit more, and I felt like the second period, this is when that game really started to pick up. But Mikey Eyssimont, Moose legend, gets his first NHL goal finally. I don't even know how many games he's played. I feel like it's been a ton. I got to check this out real quick. Okay, maybe it hasn't been as many as I thought. But nonetheless, Mikey Eyssimont getting his first career NHL goal on a weird broken play where the entire fourth line's involved. It's a pick play at the Jets' own blue line that feeds David Gustafson on a breakaway. He isn't able to get really anything on that shot. He's pretty gassed, it looks like, honestly, on the attempt. And Eyssimont is there at the right place, right time to put it away. Gives the Jets the 2-0 goal in it. They're looking pretty good, honestly, you know. Like, the second period, at the end of it, I was not thinking the Jets were going to lose this game. I thought that this game was going to be a lock for the Jets. I thought they played a much more complete period than that first period. Second period, more offensive opportunity. I felt like David Riddick made some really good saves in this game, and honestly, say what you want about the third period, I thought David Riddick played pretty good tonight, so I'm going to say that to him, even though I don't know, it's rough, but the team in front didn't play good on all those goals either, but nonetheless, though, we'll get to that. Third period starts up, Josh Morrissey early on makes it 3-0, his second goal of the season. Just been so good this year. Continues to be the point leader for the Winnipeg Jets for a good reason. Josh Norrisey continues to stay alive as a trend. Don't forget it. But yeah, I'm liking the way this is going. I'm watching this game with Tia. And then 5 minutes left. Rod Brindamore pulls the Paul Maurice, pulls the goalie, and they score on it. It's 3-1 from Jacob Slavin. I'm thinking, okay, I don't like that. I don't like that for two reasons. One, the Carolina Hurricanes are a pretty good hockey team that is going to wake up eventually. And two, this is the Winnipeg Jets. How many times have we seen stuff like this happen? I did not want to think about that, but she makes a joke. Says there's no way they'll blow it. No worries. I agree, laugh it off, but deep down I keep thinking that something bad is going to happen. And what do you know? What happens after that? Andrei Svechnikov. Your brother ain't here anymore. No need to show off, but gets his 13th of the year. 3-2. Oh, God. And then before you know it, Martinikas, his 9th of the season, with 40 seconds left. 3-3. We're going to overtime. At this point, I was so done with this team. You guys have no idea. Like, they played a boring first, but even then, it wasn't a bad first period of hockey, really, when you look at it where it ended. You were leading after the first. You can't say it was bad, even though it was boring, right? Like, I know I'm nitpicking, whatever. Second period, you wake up, you're the better team, 2-0 lead. Third period starts off, and you lead the third period for 15 minutes, almost 3-0. And then, boom, you blow it. And you're going to overtime against a very deadly team that can easily beat you on 3-on-3. Now, I know the Jets have been good on 3-on-3. I'm going to give them credit. They've won a lot of overtime games this year that they've needed to. Yay, that's great for the standings and great for the points. I like that. I'm happy. But doesn't mean I'm not nervous. You were probably all nervous too. I guarantee a lot of you did not think the Jets were going to come out on top of this. And even though it would be also the most Jets thing in the world at the same time as blowing a game like this, to blow a game and then still win it, but I just still don't have a lot of faith. OT starts up. Carolina gets some good looks. Mark Scheifele makes a great move. Adam Lowry's out there and takes a weird look. He gets a bit of a break. Doesn't do anything with it, but can we stop the Adam Lowry experiment? Only put him on there if you desperately need the face-off. And, you know, we play him out there too much. I like Adam Lowry a lot. He's been a much improved player offensively the last couple of years. But that being said, don't. Please, thank you. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how dangerous Carolina might look, the chances that might go for both teams, because all that matters is Josh Morrissey reading a play perfectly, feeding it a breakaway, getting fed a breakaway, taking it home, destroying whoever was in net, who was even in net. I don't even know how to say that name. I'm not even going to say it, but it doesn't matter. Destroying him wins the game. Like, what else is there to say after that? Wow. That's all I can say. It's such a Jets thing to do, to terrify everyone, make them think that, and then to win such a dramatic fashion. And, of course, Josh Morrissey gets his second of the game, his third of the season. Absolutely insane game for Josh Morrissey. He ends up getting, how many points he gets? The 2 goals, the 2 points. Let me go and check real quick with his active points. I want to actually know exactly what he's at, because I know he's the point leader still, but I want to know. Insane. Point per game still. Like, Josh Morrissey's been incredible this year so far. So good. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see him rebounding like this and finally finding his offensive game. We've all known this has been a part of Josh Morrissey if you followed him back before he was drafted, but to see it finally emerging like this with a coach in the system that trusts him, it's so refreshing and rewarding, and I'm just so happy to see it. There's a reason why we bought the Josh Morrissey jersey out there on that trip. But yeah. Incredible game. I'm just nothing else I could say about that on 90s Night 2. If anyone got a fanny pack and wants to hook me up, no, I'm just joking. You guys enjoy that fanny pack if you got it. Wish I could have got that. Just wasn't able to stay out the extra day. But yeah, fantastic game. Even though it was terrible at the same time because they blew it, but they won, so who the hell cares? You know, I guess they like to scare us a little bit, but at the same time, they like to reward us as well. So let me know what your thoughts were down in the comment section below on this game, what your favorite play was. Let me know what your favorite Josh Morrissey moment has been so far to start this season, because I can't even really pick one. I'm going to say this game because 2 goals is awesome, but he's been so good in so many and been so clutch. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Check out all the affiliated links down in the description below. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications if you haven't already. Peace, love, and positivity as always. Go Jets, go. And I will see you guys in the next one.